21 of the world's most dangerous snakes. Nature is full of wonderful things, but it can also be absolutely terrifying. Take for example, the humble snake. This legless, slithering creature should not be as frightening as it is, but with so many dangerous breeds and venomous offshoots, they can be fearsome foes. Here we catalogue 21 of the fiercest and deadliest. Black mamba, found in Africa and named because of the coloration around their mouths. These snakes can kill with one bite, which is worrying since typically they deliver a series of bites in rapid succession. Its venom can cause collapse within 45 minutes and will kill within 7 to 15 hours if not treated. Rattlesnake, named because of the sound it makes to warn that it feels threatened. It shakes its rattling tail to let you know to stay away. And that is probably a good idea, as their venom can destroy tissue and cause massive blood clots. What's worse is that they can control how much venom to inject, and some types of rattlesnake can paralyze you with it. Typically found in North America, they are also found in parts of South America. DeathAdder. The clue is in the name here. DeathAdders are typically found in Australia and New Guinea and can deliver a bite that paralyzes. If this is left untreated, it can cause complete respiratory failure within 6 hours, although they are not active hunters. Preferring to lie in hiding for their prey, they use the tip of their tail, which looks somewhat like a worm, to attract rodents and birds before ambushing them. Viper, found across the globe. These snakes can be particularly dangerous due to their hollow, hinged fangs that allow them to penetrate deeply and inject their venom, the amount of which they can control. Death is usually caused by a collapse in blood pressure due to clotting and blood loss, as well as other cardiovascular problems. Philippine Cobra, native to the northern Philippines. This snake is known for being able to spit its venom up to 3 meters. A neurotoxin that causes abdominal pain, diarrhea, and can lead to complete respiratory failure. Tiger snake. As if snakes weren't scary enough, this one is named after a deadly mammal because of its unique coloration. Found in Australia, they can reach up to 3 meters long, and a bite can kill within 30 minutes. 7. Inland Taipan. Australia seems to have a wealth of horrifying reptiles, including the inland Taipan, whose bite can kill within the hour. Usually quite timid, they can be incredibly aggressive when deciding to attack. Drop for drop, the most venomous snake in the world. Blue Krait. A bite from a blue krait would leave you feeling more than just a little blue. Of Southeast Asian origin, these beautiful but deadly creatures are found in places like India, Indonesia, and Sri Lanka. Despite their prepossessing, stripy features, they should be feared, as even after treatment of their venom, it has still been known to kill. Eastern brown snake. Considered the world's second most venomous snake. It is native to Australia, New Guinea, and Indonesia. Typically, this species doesn't issue fatal bites, but it does have the power to do so, and they should be treated immediately. Because of their mainly rodent diet, they are often found near houses or farms, thus making them that much more dangerous. 10. Belcher's sea snake. Not regarded as very dangerous due to its timid nature and reluctance to bite unless mistreated or threatened. Most people who are bitten are often fishermen handling nets, and even then the snake will not inject its venom. However, its venom is so powerful that it is thought that just a few milligrams of it could kill up to 1,000 people. 11. African puff adder. With the highest fatal bite rate of any snake across the continent. The African puff is well known in that part of the world and can be found lounging in the sun on the side of roads or near houses. Bites can lead to immovable limbs and if not treated carefully can lead to muscles separating from the tissue, with survival rates varying wildly depending on a series of complex factors. 12. Forest cobra. The biggest cobra in the whole of Africa, it can reach up to 2 meters in length and can climb trees of 10 meters with great rapidity and ease. Easily agitated, it can deliver neurotoxins that stop the heart and lungs from working. This is one of our largest cobras and may exceed 7 meters in length. Adults are light to medium shiny brown that darkens towards the tail, the latter are often black. The brown forest cobra is active both during the day and night and favors dense bush where it hunts for small mammals, birds, frogs and other snakes. It is extremely shy and quick to escape. Bites are rare. When cornered, it will lift its head well off the ground and spread a narrow hood. It occurs from Belito in KZN northwards into Mozambique and elsewhere further north. It has recently been found in the northern Kruger National Park and extreme southern Zoutpansberg. Forest cobra venom is potently neurotoxic and cytotoxic. Polyvalent antivenom is effective against its venom. 13. Desert horned viper with an impressive set of devil's horns. These animals are found in northern Africa and the Middle East where they move by sidewinding, leaving whole impressions of their body in the sand as they move diagonally across the loose material. Envenomation usually causes swelling, hemorrhage, necrosis, nausea, vomiting, and hematuria but can be treated. 14. Boomslang, a tree-dwelling snake of sub-Saharan Africa with large eyes and a small head. The boomslang's venom is often slow-acting. This means it can take hours to show any signs of taking effect, but when it does, victims often die of internal bleeding. They are found in a variety of ecosystems but most commonly inhabit wooded grasslands, arid savannas, karoo scrubs, and lowland forests. As they prefer areas with trees, they usually avoid extremely dry and desert-like areas. Its name of boomslang literally means tree snake in Afrikaans and Dutch. The boomslang is part of the family Colubridae, and although in the past several species and subspecies have been described, it's currently the only species in its genus. Most people think of the boomslang as a bright green snake. This is not always the case. The boomslangs have different colorations depending on several factors, such as sex, age, and basic color phase differences. 15. King cobra, the largest venomous snake in the world. It can grow up to 4 meters long and has a distinct hood that they extend in a defensive posture. Typically, they avoid confrontation with humans and issue a warning growl rather than a hiss. Records of its bites are scarce, but its venom, which it can deliver up to 500 milligrams of in one bite, can kill within 30 minutes if the antivenom is not administered. Worshipped in parts of India and Burma, it is possibly the most iconic snake globally. 16. Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake, the largest of their species. They are also the heaviest venomous snake, reaching up to 10 kilograms in weight. Found in the southeast of the USA, they are not usually aggressive. These stout-bodied pit vipers generally live in the dry, pine flatwoods, sandy woodlands, and coastal scrub habitats from southern North Carolina to Florida and west to Louisiana. Their pattern of yellow-bordered, light-scented black diamonds makes them among the most strikingly adorned of all North American reptiles. They are natural exterminators, surviving on such household pests as rats and mice, as well as squirrels and birds. Feared as deadly and aggressive, diamondbacks are actually highly averse to human contact and only attack in defense. Most bites occur when humans taunt or try to capture or kill a rattlesnake. They can accurately strike at up to 1/3 their body length. 17. Western diamondback rattlesnake, found in Mexico and the southwest of the U.S. They are more venomous than their eastern counterparts. garnering an infamous reputation for being responsible for the majority of snakebite fatalities in Mexico and second most in the US, with a venom that can destroy tissue. This is a snake you wouldn't want to ever come across. 18. Coral snakes extremely venomous. A bite from one of these highly colored snakes needs to be treated immediately. However, it is rare they will bite, as they inhabit sparsely populated areas and often flee. There is little or no pain or swelling at the site of the bite, and other symptoms can be delayed for 12 hours. However, if untreated by antivenom, the neurotoxin begins to disrupt the connections between the brain and the muscles, causing slurred speech, double vision, and muscular paralysis, eventually ending in respiratory or cardiac failure. Coral snakes are extremely reclusive and generally bite humans only when handled or stepped on. They must literally chew on their victim to inject their venom fully, so most bites to humans don't result in death. In fact, no deaths from coral snake bites have been reported in the EU since an antivenom was released in 1967. They eat lizards, frogs, and smaller snakes, including other coral snakes. 19. Russell's viper. A bite from one of these is known to be immensely painful. In fact, the slightest of bites from a viper will cause immeasurable pain, such as blistering, bruising and internal bleeding. Those unfortunate enough to be on the receiving end of a viper's wrath must seek treatment immediately. First, we will examine more information about the Russell's viper. The habitat consists mainly of grassy areas in Southeast Asia, including India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Myanmar and Taiwan. There are 2 times during the year when the number of bites increase. These correspond with the times when the rice fields are being planted and harvested. Because the snakes live in the rice fields, many of the farmers are bitten, and their rural location hinders them from seeking immediate medical attention. In fact, it is often as long as 5 hours before the victim can reach a medical facility. 20. Carpet python. Carpet pythons belong to a large snake of the family Pythonidae, found in large swathes of Australia, New Guinea, Bismarck Archipelago, and the northern Solomon Islands, often making the rounds online for their gruesome eating habits of certain prey, which mainly consists of lizards, small birds and bats. Carpet pythons have also been known to devour domesticated dogs and cats. 21. Coastal taipan. The coastal taipan is an extremely venomous snake belonging to the Elapidae family, found mainly in the coastal regions of northern and eastern Australia and the island of New Guinea. The coastal taipan has the ability to do some serious damage to humans. Indeed, should you be unlucky enough to be bitten by one of these things, you better run fast, as studies have shown they are capable of producing just as much venom in their second and third bites.